Hello, good evening, and welcome to my fairy tale channel. My name is Jadwiga, and I'm not telling you a fairy tale tonight, but I'm talking about the Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles is this book. It's pretty thick and heavy. This is the German edition, but there is an English one, and actually it's translated into 25 languages. So what does it mean? It is a self-study curriculum. So you don't need any classroom, any teacher. You can do it on your own, which does not mean that most people have a group or teachers or join seminars online or in person somewhere, because this is very helpful. But you can, the concept is a self-study curriculum. And it was, the main core is forgiveness. Forgiveness as a path to inner peace and spirituality. And how was it created? This is a funny story, because in 1965, I think, there was a clinic psychologist at the Columbia University in New York called Helen Schucman. And she was working there with patients. And she had a colleague, his name was Bill Tedford, and the two were pretty, they did not like each other, and they had a very competitive relationship. And this is important for what I'm telling you now, because one night Helen Schucman woke up and she heard a voice in her head, and this voice told her to write down what the voice was telling her now. She did so, she stenographed it, and she thought, well, now I will become my own patient. I'm getting crazy. This is nothing I can explain, and this is crazy. Yes, I am crazy. And so she went to Bill, which is really quite courageous, because I just told you they were not friendly with each other. But she showed it to Bill and said, "Look at this. I received that tonight, and I think I'm getting crazy. Just have a look on it." And Bill looked upon it and said, "I don't know what that is, but I am absolutely sure you are not crazy, because this voice you hear is something very special, very precious." And later in that process, Helen Schucman identified this voice as the voice of Jesus Christ. Even though she was not religious at all. And the Course in Miracles is not religious at all. It just uses a Christian language, but it has nothing to do with religion or church. So I showed you this book, and it has 3 parts. It's 3 books in one. Number 1 is the textbook, where you find all the course and the explanations for what the Course in Miracles means. And then there is a workbook that contains 365 lessons, 1 for each day. That's easy. And at the end, a manual for teachers, which is a question and answer book about the main words of the Course in Miracles. And the textbook is not just meant to do it 1 year and then put it away and forget about it. The workbook is meant that you start at the beginning once you have finished the whole cycle of 365. And I know many teachers who study the Course in Miracles since 30, 40 years, and of course with each round they dive deeper into it and they get a better understanding of it. And they become a bit more spiritual. So the main concepts are, number one, this world is an illusion. This world does not really exist. We see it with our body eyes, and we hear it with our body ears, and well, we feel it, we taste it, we smell it, but it's not real. And this is the same what the Buddhism says. And the Course also says that I am not this body. I am pure spirit. I am still as God created me, and God has created all of us as one. And He did not create our bodies. And this is the same, again, what Buddhism says. Buddhism says we are all one. We are not separated. I'm not separate from you or from anybody else. We are all one. And yes, so I cannot accuse you of something, because when you are me and I am you, what should I accuse you for? And this is the understanding for forgiveness. Forgiveness is not meant in the sense as we use it. So when I say, oh, you have done something ugly to me, evil, and well, I am great, I'm a good person, much better than you, and I forgive you even though you don't have deserved that. This is not the meaning of forgiveness of the Course in Miracles. The Course sees forgiveness as an undoing of fear and guilt and shame. So when I forgive myself as well as I forgive you, and most of it I forgive myself. And yeah, I know this sounds pretty insane, as well as the sentence, I am not this body, because we are used to identify us with our body. Especially when we have pain or suffer from some illness, then we really think, this is me, that hurts. But on the other hand, when we leave this planet, we don't take our bodies with us. We, our soul, our spirit, leaves the body and we live forever. We cannot die, but the body is left behind and it dies and it rots, and yeah. So this is the explanation for I am not this body. I am as God has created me. Now you might ask, what is a miracle? It's called the Course in Miracles. And a miracle is not something supernatural, something we cannot explain with our physics. A miracle is simply a change of our perception. It's a transformation. When I change my perception of accusing you to seeing the love, to transform into love. And this is the miracle. When something I was judging before, I can look upon with love and peace and freedom. This is a miracle. So it's not supernatural, not at all. The goal of the Course is to gain inner peace through spiritual transformation and letting go of all our grievances. And well, our grievances are created by our ego, because the ego loves when we suffer, when we feel guilty and shameful and angry and hate, or when we suffer from illnesses. This is the food of the ego, and it loves it and it needs it. So what we can do is realize that this is just our ego telling us that we should take revenge for this terrible thing we have experienced. But we can tell the ego, hey, stop it. I don't want to hear that because I know this is not true. Because I will forgive. And the Course says forgiveness is the key to happiness. And the question is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And you cannot be both. When you want to be right, yes, this was not good, and yes, I have a good reason to be angry, and yes, I need revenge, you can never be happy. So if you want to be happy, let go of those thoughts and listen to your inner guidance, to the Holy Spirit. So my favorite lessons, there are several favorite lessons, is, for example, I could see peace instead. Instead of being angry and getting upset, I could just see peace. Or, as I told you already, I'm not a body, and forgiveness is the key to happiness. And the Course begins with, nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists, and herein lies the peace of God. So maybe I made you a bit curious to learn more about the Course in Miracles. There are many, many very good teachers who have a daily blog or a session online. You can listen to them, choose. There's such a variety. You can choose which one you like most, and yeah, dive into it. It's worth a try, and it's worth working in it with it, and it's worth staying with it and diving deeper, and yeah, getting a transformation to become more happy, to live a happy and healthy life. This is what the Course in Miracles wants for us. Goodbye. I thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next time. If you liked it, give me a thumb or a comment, and bye-bye for now.